Hey, what's up guys? Up North Rider here. Today I just thought I'd run you guys through all the accessories that I've brought and installed onto my little Royal Enfield Himalayan. So if that's of interest to you, then stick around, you're going to want to see this. So let's start off down here, down low on the wheel, okay? I have installed these little risers here. These are the front fender risers. I've installed them and you can see this little gap here, look. So it's put more of a gap in here. And that's just so that the mud doesn't really stick in there when you're going through the mud, sand, rocks, whatever, you know. Just a bit more clearance on that sort of thing. Yeah, so that's pretty cool, eh? And then because I've done that, you're gonna need a whole lot more stones flick up. So you need to get a headlight grill. So come and have a look over here. You can see the next thing that I got. You can get this. So as you guys can see, I've got the headlight grill here. That's to protect the headlight from stones flicking up from the front wheel. And also if you're following other riders on a gravel road, the mud, the dirt, the sand or whatever, and they're flicking back stuff, that'll help protect your headlight. So hopefully you don't lose your headlight. And then of course these other accessories I bought were these are called Barkbusters. Yeah, so these things here are here to protect your hands and also the bars and your levers. So hopefully if you do roll over, yeah, things are protected. So I've got the Barkbusters. And so while we're up here, while we're in this area here, I've also installed these risers. Now these risers are 30mm risers that I've installed to the handlebars to raise the handlebars up. And that's all for when you're on the bike and you're standing up. So when I'm on the bike standing up, I'm not crouching right over low, I'm up quite upright. It just makes it a whole lot nicer to ride. And also when you're sitting in a seating position, your arms are just at a little bit more comfortable. And one extra thing that's actually happened since I installed these risers was that these mirrors here now, they're higher up. When I'm looking in the mirrors, I've got more better field of view. I'm not just looking at my shoulders anymore. I'm just that slightly higher and that sort of thing. And it's yeah. So that's a really good perk. So yeah, so that's what we've got going on there. So before we move away from the front of the bike here, I've got this. I've installed some other things down on the engine down over here. So we have engine guards. Look at those, eh? Now I opted for this style. They're just the 2 points of contact in the engine here, down on the frame over here, and they stick out fairly wide. Now I chose to get this style of bar, mainly because it's what they had in stock. Couldn't get the GV ones that would have the 3 points of contact, but this is what they had in stock, and I quite like the look of them. But they also stick out a fair way here, so that if the bike rolls over, hopefully your legs won't get trapped underneath there. And also if there's branches coming through here, as you're passing through tracks and they'll bounce the branch off. So that's why I got these things. Now moving along the bike a little bit, we've got this next accessory here, this little fella right here, and that's the rear brake master cylinder cover. Yep. So that's a cool accessory. What this accessory does is when you've got your foot down here, so there you go guys, when I'm riding I tend to have the ball of my foot on the peg like that, and my foot is up a little bit, see that? And you can see my boot won't be, or my leg or my foot doesn't now rub on the master cylinder, but it'll also protect it if it has a bit of a crash and you have a bit of a spill, maybe a rock might hit it or something, or a stick, and hopefully it'll just help it out a little bit, eh? So now moving along towards the back of the bike, you can't miss these big fellas right here. Check them out, eh? As you can see here, these are the Royal Enfield panniers that are for the Himalayan. They're awesome, aluminium. Okay, these are pretty awesome. Plenty of room inside. If you open her up, you can see inside there, heaps of room. And they attach to the pannier racks that are bolted onto the side of the bike here. Here they are here. These racks here. You can see them here. Okay, so how these things detach, quick detach, here they are here. So look at this, look, I just loosen those. You see that there? See this thing here, move down, see that little silver thing? This one here. they move down, they fall down, and then you can just pull these things off. So I'll just close that up quickly, and here we go. See this? And off they come. Pull them backwards, and, oh, they're a little bit sticky, and then they come. Here they are here. So now we can see the pannier rack. And as you can see, it bolts on. This accessory here, this bolts on, and it can help protect the bike a little bit when you're out and about. One cool thing that this actually does is your indicators are now pushed forward. The indicators used to be right there, and now they're up here on the mount. And you get, when you buy these racks, they come with the wiring for changing the indicators. So it's a really simple thing to be done. So that's the accessories that I've brought and installed onto my Royal Enfield Himalayan. And those accessories can all be installed without any issues, without any alterations to the bike or anything like that. You just buy and bolt them on, and away they go. Now guys, I know some of you will be thinking, there must be more alterations you're going to be doing. There must be more mods you're going to do, more accessories. Well, yeah, there are. But some of these I'm going to be waiting for the motorbike to have done its full running period of 2,000 kilometers. And so what I'll be doing once I've fully run in the motorbike is I'll be looking at getting a different exhaust. I'll look at upgrading my muffler to, I don't know yet, something. I'm not sure what brand of muffler I get. There's a whole lot to choose from. You know, there's possibility of getting a stain tuned muffler. They're a crowd based in New South Wales, Australia. So yeah, there's a possibility of one of those or any of the other types of mufflers that are out there. But I'm going to wait for like I said, the run-in period to be all done and dusted for that. And I'm also looking at getting an air filter kit to change out and have a bit more of a free-flowing air filter and that sort of thing. So that'll be later on. And of course, I'll be looking at changing out the spark plugs for a bit more higher performance spark plugs. And of course guys, some of the other upgrades, you could call them, maybe you can call them upgrades. Well, some of the other upgrades that I'll be looking at doing are probably more on the basis of when things have worn out. So my tyres. So when I look at my tyres, this bike comes with these Seat tyres. They've still got lots of life left in them. And yeah, but when it comes time to changing them out, look at a 60-40 tyre, maybe even a 50-50 tyre. So, you know, the tyres will be one thing, and of course the brakes. Once the brake pads need changing out, or you know, once they get a little bit more tired, then I'll be looking at getting the sintered brake pads. So those sorts of things, those accessories, those mods will come in time. So guys, just to wrap it all up, as you can see, the accessories that I've fitted to my bike now are accessories that can be fitted anytime. You don't have to wait for the running period to be over or anything like that. You can just get this stuff on there and away you go. And some of it, it's definitely better to get it on sooner rather than later, like the headlight grille. I took my time to get that. I should have had it a while ago, but I had to order that part from Hitchcock's in England, and to get it from England to New Zealand, yeah, it takes time. Got held up a little bit, but it's here now and it's on here. And you know, I was lucky enough not to have had any chips or anything like that, or cracks for my headlight, because I've done a lot of gravel. And things like you want to get on there sooner rather than later, panniers, you know, some form of panniers. They don't have to be hard panniers like these, they can be soft panniers or whatever, but with the hard ones, these things are fairly waterproof. And I'm off to the shop, you know, I get my stuff, I can just chuck it straight in the pannier, lock them, and I'm on my way. The risers are going to work out really well, just riding in the gravel and just riding in general, because I sit fairly upright, and you know, it takes the slouch out when you have the risers. It's a bit more comfortable on your back. So yeah guys, hopefully that outlines some accessories that you guys might want to get for yourselves, for your own Himalayans. So yeah, and they're relatively cheap. These accessories didn't cost much, and man, except for the panniers. I'll take that. The panniers are expensive. The panniers are expensive in any man's language. So, but everything else was fairly cheap. The rails were cheap, the guards were cheap, everything else was fairly cheap, you know. So anyway guys, that's my video for today. I hope it was informative for you, and I hope it gives you ideas of some accessories that you might want to get for your own Himalayan, or someone else's Himalayan. They'll make good Christmas gifts or good birthday gifts, or just gifts in general. So anyway guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.